Hi everyone, my name is Cody Tessler and I am one of the developers and designers for our game Timmy. Our team is Buzzword Adventures, so I'm going to provide the gameplay video, talk you through some of the design decisions and call out some interesting things about our game. So let's go ahead and get started. So we start here on this island. We don't know who we are yet, but a bee is talking to us and asks us our name. So my name is Timmy. Where am I? Timmy, huh? I'll explain later. Right now I need your help. Follow the path ahead of you. You seem to be in rough shape. You can try moving with WASD keys or the left joystick on the gamepad. So we support both gamepad and mouse, so you have a little bit more control with the gamepad. So let's go ahead and explore this island a little bit. I'm going to just do as the bee suggested. I have a control of the camera using the right joystick. I'm playing on a gamepad, or the mouse if you were playing on the mouse. So this island is really just serving as the tutorial for the player to get the hang of kind of basic movement. You can see where it looks like we're gonna need to jump, and oh yeah, we can just using the spacebar or the south gamepad button. So let's try this simple platforming challenge here at the beginning. Let's get up here, and we see something coming out of this tree, and there's that monster out there, back there. So our players, during their playtesting, didn't even realize they got the sword, so we took that moment to call out the camera, and we now know how to attack. So let's destroy this corrupted monster. He is purified on to his next life. So we took a little bit of damage, but that's pretty easy to take care of. We have a health potion right here. Let's grab that. You can see my health went back up. You can see down here there's the boat, kind of indicating where we're going to need to go next. We found that our playtesters really just wandered around this area a lot. So after playtesting, we did improve the sight line so they have more of an idea of where to go. B welcomes us to his hub. This is the central location that connects the different zones. Those yellow jumping beans we see are his bee friends. If you watched the trailer, you saw that, like, oh no, his friends have been turned into bees. How tragic. It gives us a little bit of objective. We have to collect the light of the forest and the light of the mountain and use those torches to light the cave. Tells us there's someone we could talk to up here. Up here we see Sophia on the left. I'm not going to talk to her right now. She just gives directions and kind of if you forget what to do, she'll tell you what to do next. And in the cave, you'll see that there is some darkness, and that ray of light is probably where I need to go. I can go this way, but that looks a little intimidating, so I'm not going to go that way. There seems to be something that's here, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. I probably don't have enough light, even though the bee is slightly lit. Over here, there's some platforms we could look at later, but suppose you get a little lost on something, you can always pause and just go ahead and restart the level. That takes you back to the beginning. So let's go back out here. You see some crates. Hopefully they're not locking up any of his bee friends, but let's go to the forest and see what we run into there. So in the forest, the bee congratulates us for getting here, and tells us we need to find the spirit of the forest and get it to talk to us. It's fast, so we need to dash, and the bee teaches us how to dash. If you tried it earlier before this dialogue, you wouldn't know how, or you wouldn't be able to. So let's go ahead and find the light of the forest. There was a little joke there. Kind of the bee broke the fourth wall. It's acknowledging that, like, hey, I'm a bee. How do I know about buttons? So you can see here's the dash. There's the light of the forest. Oh, it's coming towards me. I'm not going to worry about it. This light of the forest, though, is kind of timid. So, like, oh, it started running away. Oh no, there's some monsters that kind of get in my way. This guy looks kind of mean. Oh, okay. I'll take care of him. 1, 2. Couple hits. Oh no, I died. That's okay. I can just hit retry and get back to where I was. Not too punishing of a death. We really want them to enjoy the environment. So let's try dashing again. You may have noticed the attacks do cost some stamina. That's in the upper left. Or we could go ahead and do dash. If we dash, though, I don't know about you. I'm a little winded after dashing, so... So it does take some time to recover health. Excuse me, recover stamina. So where did... Oh, there it is. So it's going to run away again, but I don't have as much to worry about, so I'm going to dash, catch it, and talk to it. We got the light of the forest. So let's go ahead and pick it up on our way out. And if we need some more guidance, we could talk to Sophia again. So we got the light of the forest. Let's go ahead and check out the mountain. The mountain introduces a few more things. Let's see what's in here. So there's the light of the mountain. I don't know. Watch out for these boulders. Perfect timing. So let's try not to run into those. We can still dash, you can see. So that's interesting up there. There's a bridge. I'm going to dodge this boulder here. So now that I'm to this bridge, if you try to cross it, there will be a little bit of resistance. You can see kind of these wind particles right here. So if I try to run through it, I mean, a mountain's windy. You're almost going to make it, and you can sometimes, just depending on how you approach it. But you can see it is applying a little bit of force to Timmy, so it might be something to experiment with. But I could dash to maybe help me through this a little bit. There, I made it there at the end. So there's some health. There were some monsters you could work with or fight on your way, so you might need some health. So the mountains have this introduced a new platforming challenge, and we found that our playtesters really wanted to have a little bit more flexibility with their jumping. So if you jump twice, the bee will lift you. So you can see that the bee now kind of lifts him up. Interestingly, you can combine this with dash. So yes, we could go ahead and double jump up here, but that is definitely outside of our reach. So if you fall, it's not punishing. You could walk back right up there, but I'm going to double jump with the dash, and I'll be able to barely get it. So no problem there. So there's a couple things, monsters in the way. So let's go ahead and capture the light. Where I have to swing at the light to get this one. So let's just get these guys. And let's go ahead and get the light of the forest. So we got it. Killed the enemies. So let's go ahead and see what the cave is like now. Alright, so you can see like the bee is a lot brighter now. If you just kind of remember back to earlier, there is a lot more light. The bee is illuminated, and since we now have the power of the light, we can light these torches. A couple things to observe. There's actually two ways you can go about this area. These crowds were pretty intimidating before, but if you now that you have the light, you could light the torch, and these crabs are not too fond of the light. They were corrupted, so they'll just circle you. A little intimidating. On the other side, there is a platforming challenge. If you're not much of a fighter, this platforming challenge is a tough one. It wasn't in playtesting, but we playtested internally, and we found that it was pretty challenging. If you fall into this darkness, it just resets you back to the beginning. We didn't want to call it death. It's just you're just fall into the darkness, and you're going to be fine. You have the light now. So this, you can see there's some basic platforming. You can get across it using the combination of platforming techniques you found, but be aware of your stamina. That'll get you if you're not careful. You could probably try this earlier. It's not easy. Definitely having access to the other jumps will help. Oh, so I didn't quite make it. I'll try again. So however you choose to get across is up to you. Let's go ahead and see what happens when we are almost to that ray of light over there. So I'm going to run over there. So over here, I've made it. So let's see what happens. The bee is going to tell us to wait. If we approach that torch, we'll attempt to purge the darkness. Are you sure we are ready? And the reason we do ask the player this is because there's different endings depending on how much light you've collected. And it really does complete the game. So we want to make sure that the player truly is ready. So we'll leave the ending as a surprise for those who complete the challenges we have created. We hope you enjoy our game, and thank you for playing.